towards the monitor.
Yeah, I can't.
I mean, you can just put it there. He'll be fine. That's fine.
You want the speaker facing
yeah.
this
So
way.
like a little bit. No, it
it
won't turn like that. Yeah,
there we go.
that's fine.
All right, there you
That's perfect. Thank you. That'll be perfect.
Then this way you don't have to hold.
Yeah, you're right. Thank you. He can hang. He's all right. If he wants to go out, I'll let him out. All right, almost showtime. I'm already here. Let's see what we got. All right, so let's share. We always want to share. We want to share the show. What are you doing, Astro? I'm sitting here with Astro. We are live, which is a good sign. Oh, you can even hear my show. We're going to share the show. We're going to Facebook it. All right. Beautiful. Nice. Okay. We're almost ready to go. We are ready to go. It's 6:30. It's showtime. Are you ready, Astro? Are you ready? Woo-hoo. Why are you looking at me? Say something. You're on the air. All right, forget it. He's got stage fright. That's okay. He's got dog fright. You're looking at me. Nice. All right. You know what? He'll be a good co-host today because he's gonna not take up a lot of airtime. How you all doing? Welcome to the Steve Squared Show. I'm your host, Funny Man Stevie K. It is April 28th. Wow, it's almost May. Did you all have a nice weekend? What did you do? Tell me what you did. Share with me. Post to the Instagram, Stephen R. Kaminsky. Tell me what you did this weekend. I'll tell you what I did. Saturday was rainy, but I did go for a run, which was nice. I like when the weather's not perfect to go running because not a lot of people are out. And just the serious people, the real athletes, the real runners, makes you feel tough when you're running and you're running in the rain. You know how I feel about that when I'm on the path and it's a nice sunny day and there's everybody out there. So it just makes it tougher. So that was good. And what else did I do? I was watching some basketball. I'm still recovering from that Knick game yesterday. Oh boy, what a game. If you didn't see it, you missed an unbelievable game. These are not good for me. This is just not, I don't know if I can even watch anymore. It's not good for me. I'm trying to get into a better place. And sports just doesn't put me in a better place. It puts me in a worse place mentally. Because I get, and we get so caught up in it. I was looking at some of these posts on Instagram when they were showing after the Knicks won and the people in the streets of New York City going crazy and so passionate. And, it's good to be passionate like that, but you don't want to get crazy. So I'm trying to whittle that fine line between excited and having to be admitted into a local mental institution. But we're working on it. It's okay. But watching a little bit of that. And boy, I have a couple of headline things to open up the show with. We might have a surprise call-in or two. We never know. I'm going to put my ringer on just in case. You never know. Somebody might call. Then we want to have that ready. I want to open, this is some Long Island local news, right? Here, I got the headline right here. And this was on, you can see it right here. Seaford Cinemas closing its doors after the weekend. So this was over the weekend. So today, Monday, the 28th, Seaford Cinema. I know you have seen a movie there. We all have. It was just a matter of time, let's be honest. And I love the blowback. Everybody's like, oh, it was an institution. We going to miss it. It was, me and my husband went there. Look, it couldn't have been more rundown filth. Okay, if this is where you needed to have some kind of, nostalgic tradition in some, you could go up into into the worst parts of up into the Bronx. I mean, this place was terrible, and if they weren't going to upgrade it, it was. Let's be honest. You're trying to say you're saying it was nostalgic. It was we grew up there. Whatever you're trying to say. Let's be honest. It was cheap. That's why you enjoyed it. It was $5. Even if you paid, I don't even think you paid at this theater. I think they gave you something to come there. It's just so they could fill the dirty, flea-infested seats. This place, I went to see a movie there a long time ago. They don't, this is not one of those AMC theaters that you pick your seats or anything. It's just a free-for-all. Usually kids are screaming. I'm all for it. I will be at the demolition when it happens. I'm still trying to find out which date they're going to wreck and ball this terrible place. If they would have, these local cinemas and these little movie houses are having a hard time. Obviously, all theaters are having a hard time, even if you're an AMC or Lowe's. But that's why they're charging $10 for a box of Raisinets. But here's the deal. First of all, the movies are terrible. They're like, oh, people are not going back because of streaming and Netflix. And people will go to the movie if you give them something to watch. I have the movie listings. Let me see. Give me a moment because this is the problem. I'll tell you the problem. Maybe I won't even see the problem. But the movie listings were out. And I'm going, here it is. So the number one movie was Sinners. I don't even know who's in that. You always knew the movies. Sinners, I know it's a thriller. I don't know. Revenge of the Sith. Now I'm guessing that's some kind of sequel, prequel to something. I don't know. The Accountant 2. Now, The Accountant 2 is interesting. My accountant, my friend, she wants to see that movie. She has seen The Accountant 1, and I guess just The Accountant with Ben Affleck. Now, it's about, this secret spy, crazy accountant. This is the kind of accountant you need to have doing your taxes. So, and Minecraft, Until Dawn, The Amateur, The King of Kings is supposed to be worth seeing. It's animated. It's the story about the biblical story of the King of Kings. The Legend of Ochi. I don't know these movies. So that's the problem. It's that they are not giving people good things to see. And of course, couple that with charging $5, they're not going to be able to survive. So they're gone. Good riddance. I'm sure they'll open up a Chick-fil-A or something like that. Something the community needs. Another fast food restaurant. Yes. Maybe a Chick-fil-A, which will cause traffic on Merrick Road. Or what would you like to see there? Tell me. Contact the Steve Square Show. What is missing convenience-wise in your life on Merrick Road in Seaford that you would like to see there? I think they should do that. They should have a town hall community meeting and ask people, what would you like? Would you like another McDonald's, a Chick-fil-A? What can we give you? So long to the Seaford Cinema. Please let me give a shout out while we're starting the show to my hosts of tonight's Steve Squared Show. I'm doing it to you again live from the humble abode of Jim and Jim and Astro. I want to give them a shout out and a thank you for being such welcoming hosts to let me broadcast the show from here. The quality, you guys are getting way too spoiled. I have been giving you quality Steve Squared shows, not quality content, just production value has been in fact off the charts. The content is always minutia, so let's be honest. Here's another interesting thing I saw, and it made me a little nervous. It was a thing with Newsday, dangerous roads. So it says there's 50,000, that K means thousand, 50,000 unlicensed drivers manning the roads of Long Island alone, driving without or with a suspended license. They're going to do a deep dive into this. Are you one of these 50,000? If you are, get off the road. And I don't think a license makes you a good driver anyway. But let's be honest. You can have a license. I know people with license. They shouldn't have a license. And you know my feelings. I think everybody should be road tested every at least couple of years, 5 years if you're young, or every 2, 3 years, something, every year, every day. You should have to wake up in the morning and go to the DMV and take a road test, and then you can go on with your day. That's what I would do. A daily road test for these maniacs that are manning the Long Island roads. I see crashes everywhere. There was a big speaking of crashes, but speaking of traffic jams, which is, let's be honest, traffic jam is delicious on toast. It's one of my favorite jams. But the on Wanto Avenue, they were having their police. I believe it was the 100th anniversary of the police department or something like that. They were blocked up all Wanto Avenue. And now look, you want to have a parade. I don't understand parades. I can't get my hands around it. I get it. I understand they're fun for people to march in. I don't know. But it's it seems an I don't know, these parades that take up 7 hours of the day so you can't drive on the road. But it's fine. I guess it's the best way they can honor something, whether it's the parades they do in Manhattan or things like that. So I get it. A parade. All right. The locals. Let's see what the last movie was that was on the marquee at the Seaford Cinema. Nothing. Yeah, they don't even have movies on here. There's nothing. It just I would always look at it. That's why I thought they. This is not even news to me. It is news to me because I had thought they had closed down a year ago because they just have the same marquee. It never shows movies. It's just, but whatever. What are you gonna do? Hey, happy birthday! It's not too late to go out and get yourself a birthday card because the wonderful streaming network YouTube, it turns 20. Does it? 20 years old. Seems older. Doesn't it seem like YouTube has been around longer, or do you feel shorter? Well, anyhow, YouTube has turned 20 years young. And let's see. The first video that was on YouTube, first of all, it was founded by these co-founders. The one guy was Jawad Karim. Yes. He's a co-founder. So what he did, he shot a 19-second video outside a zoo in San Diego. It was a clip outside the zoo of an elephant, right? He was shooting an elephant at the San Diego Zoo. 19-second, grainy, horrible clip. And he put it up and he said, with him in it, he titled it "Me at the Zoo." And it was the first video uploaded onto YouTube 20 years ago. And from those modest beginnings, we know what YouTube is now. Google owns YouTube now. And last year it was estimated to be worth $54.2 billion. So from that little video of me at the zoo, why couldn't I think of that? It's because I don't go to the zoo. That's the problem. If I went to the zoo, I'd be a billionaire now. Wow. And here's an interesting fact. It's kind of interesting about YouTube. They're right behind Disney. Only Disney is a bigger streaming media platform. Really, really unbelievable. And it first started in California, San Mateo. Everything happens in California. But, I remember the first time I hearing of YouTube and looking and seeing, and you had all those old computers. And we had come so fast, so far, right? Because in the early 2000s, this was like 2005-ish, 4-ish, 5. Because 20 years. And it doesn't seem that long ago. And but that was, it's not even Netflix wasn't there, and all of these things, these monster companies that have emerged out of all of this. And it really all started with Blockbuster and Hollywood Video and starting to camcorders and things where you can start making your own content. Remember Blair Witch Project? The Blair Witch Project was shot as a self-videoed movie. That was the idea, is to kind of show it in that kind of content, and you could go out. I had one. I showed it on the show. One of the JVC or the camcorders. Everybody had those big things when you were at your kids' sporting events or things like that. Well, that was the beginning, and then, but what YouTube did was to be able to take that, and instead of just watching it on your TV at home for your own enjoyment over and over again, you were able to then upload it onto a platform that was able to host it and stream it for the world to see, or if for now. So that's pretty interesting, and it's quite a story. The story of YouTube. It's quite a story. A friend of mine is a big, huge, over the top Betty Boop fan. Now there's the Betty Boop musical that's on Broadway. They make a musical out of anything. But there's the Betty Boop musical on Broadway, and it's not the Betty Boop that was from the 1920s. They actually have an actress playing Betty Boop. I don't know her name. It escapes me, but we want to give her proper credit, and I do want to give her... Oh, I've been interrupted. We're getting a call. Let's see who's giving a call to the Steve Squared Show. Hello, you're on the air. This is Steve Squared Show.
Yes, did I win tickets for Betty Boop?
Oh, you were listening. Well, you have to answer the trivia question.
Oh, okay.
Are you ready?
Yeah, I think so.
Now, tell me what's your knowledge on Betty Boop? What's your Betty Boop background?
Hello, you're on the air. I was a balloon handler for Betty Boop at the Thanksgiving Day parade.
Okay, that'll work.
Oh, you were listening. Well,
So
yeah.
wow, I'm hearing. Are you listening to the show? Because we're hearing the show.
Yeah, I just turned down the volume. I'm sorry.
That's like they are correct when they do the radio shows and they say, "Hey, you're listening." Yeah, turn down your radio. Okay. So we're
Or my Francesca would get so angry.
they get so turn down your radio. Oh, I'm sorry, because people love to want to hear themselves. So, all right, so here we go. We're gonna give you can win 2 free tickets to Betty Boop.
Now, before we go,
Yes.
Is this from Newsday? Can I go on the Newsday website and they have a thing on Betty Boop?
They did,
So I can
but
get
but
the answers?
they did, but this is not where I'm grabbing the answer from.
Okay.
I mean, where I'm grabbing the question from.
Okay.
This is from my own. I know you're going to get it, but I think it's more for the audience. But I know you're pretty knowledgeable on Betty Boop, and I think
I'm
we've.
probably surprisingly not.
But I think we've discussed this before, so I think you'll get it. But let's go anyway, because I want the people to know. So, who was the voice actor of the original Betty Boop?
Who was the voice of the original Betty Boop?
Yes, the original voice. Who voiced that curvaceous, high-pitched boop boop be-doo.
Well, I believe of olive oil on Popeye.
Yes.
Her name was Mae Questel.
You are correct, sir. I knew it. Very exciting. You really know your Betty Boop.
I don't know how much more I would know besides that.
Well, that's why I asked that. So let's even dig a little deeper. Now, this was eons ago, but what was this voice actress? She did perform in movies and others. What was her final role?
I don't know if it's her final role, but she was the Griswold's aunt.
That was her final role.
Is Rusty still in the Navy?
There you go. So for those of you who don't know who Mae Questel is, all you need to do, if you've seen Christmas Vacation a number of times, she is the absent-minded aunt with the
Who wraps up the cat as a gift.
She wraps up things. She gives them out. They didn't move into a new house. This house is
And
bigger than your old
Her
one.
husband was William Hickey.
William
Great,
Hickey.
great actor.
Great, yes.
Great acting teacher. Taught at HB, Steve, a lot.
Wow. I did not know that.
I knew a lot of people I went to school with who went and had him as a teacher.
Oh, that's interesting. Now, in case you haven't
Before
noticed,
I even knew who he was,
Yeah.
because this is when I first went to college, they would imitate him. It was hysterical. They would sit around and imitate him.
oh, that's funny. That is, speaking of funny, now hold on a second. I'm going to get you a little boosted, Steve. If
what?
I may. What? Hold on. Okay. Stay right there, Steven. What I'm going to do, I'm making you a little higher. So there you go. Much better. Now, in case the people at home didn't recognize, and I'm sure you have by now, we are joined by the Emster, Steve Emster. What's going on, buddy? How was your weekend?
Oh, it was very nice. Very nice. I worked. I exercised. I went to the gym.
Oh, very good. Dumbbells.
I went to see a movie.
What did you see?
The Accountant 2.
You already saw The Accountant 2?
I did.
It just came
I
out.
haven't even seen The Accountant 1.
Well, The Accountant 1, I think he just got out of he just graduated from accounting school. Now he's a full-fledged CPA, and he's angry. So how was it? Tell us what you think.
It was entertaining. It was very good.
Ben Affleck, right?
Ben Affleck.
And Matt Damon?
No, Matt Damon wasn't it.
Oh, come on. So
I think he did get a producer credit though.
who, Damon?
Yeah, because it's their company that produced the movie.
Oh, really? So now
Yeah.
help me with this. The Accountant, I didn't even see Accountant 1. It's about is he an accountant for like the FBI, or what is his deal?
No, he works for the bad guys. He works for the mob and stuff like that.
Okay.
And he's also very he's got some he might be autistic.
Artistic?
Yes. And he's violent and
Well,
he's
who
like a
is it?
violent,
Who isn't? Who isn't?
accountant.
I mean, that's every accountant. What makes that different? Every accountant.
Well, look, I don't have that experience. You know, you have a client who's an accountant.
I do, of course. She went to go see, she hasn't seen it yet, but she's all over that. She told me today. She actually went to go see the Betty Boop musical this weekend.
Now that's exciting.
And she said it was very, very good. Adam, our friend of the show, Adam, he also saw Betty Boop. There's a lot of excitement around this Betty Boop musical.
Well, David Foster wrote the music.
Yes, so it should be. I don't know if I mean I wouldn't see it, but it's got some good reviews. You know who else had some good reviews on in New Orleans actually? He's starring in the Pirates of Penzance.
I forgot who's in it.
Well, I'll give you a clue. He was Kelsey Grammer's brother.
Oh, David Hyde Pierce.
David Hyde Pierce. And everybody knows from Frasier. So of course, and from Cheers, Niles is performing in New Orleans. He looks, he's gotten a little older. But he's still doing it. And so that is going on as well. But so this accountant thing, yeah, I'm trying to see what money it made. Let's see, it did make a little money. What do you think it made? This was the first weekend. What do you think it made, Steve? Give me a number.
I don't know, 40, 42?
The Accountant 2 made $24 million.
I was close.
Almost. Yeah, what's 16 million between friends? Sinners actually took the top spot.
Yes.
What's Revenge of the Sith?
That's the re-release of the Star Wars movie.
I
Revenge
thought
of the Sith.
so. Yeah, I thought it was a Sith. Sounded something Star Warsy. You know, why don't they remake like classics like Willy Wonka? It's been
Because they have.
it's been 6 months since they did a Wonka movie. Why don't they do? And I love my chocolate. I love chocolate.
You're making songs up now.
I thought that was in the movie. I mean, look, let's be honest. Nobody says chocolate like Timothy Chalamet.
Does he think he gets confused sometimes? He doesn't know if he's Willy Wonka or Bob Dylan. He's like, "Hey, love chocolate."
I love. Who can make a rainbow?
Right.
Did you hear the sad news about the Seaford Cinema?
Yes, it is sad.
Is it though? What's sad about it?
It's nice to have an inexpensive.
Well, I think I told you I mean, I know it's not around the corner, but I think it's in Babylon or West Babylon. It's $10, and
Yeah,
the
I know.
theater is gorgeous.
Yeah.
But why didn't Seaford look to renovate?
Maybe they didn't have the money.
Probably not. What now? I was talking earlier before you jumped on. What do you think should go there in its place?
Oh God, I don't know.
What is missing in?
Wait to see what's going to end up there.
I say Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, that ain't gonna happen.
All right, fine. Hey, Steve, you missed my tribute to YouTube. Today is 20 years for YouTube.
It's only 20 years old.
That's what I couldn't believe. That's what it says. It was a big thing. It says YouTube turning 20. Here, I'm putting up I'm showing it on the show right now.
All right. Well, I won't see that for another 20 seconds.
All right, we'll take it.
Yeah.
Well, get it? 20 seconds. Hey, it's perfect. YouTube turns 20.
Huh. Was that? I'm gonna predict. Is that from Newsday?
That is for Steve. I have a contract with Newsday. If I take any article from anywhere else, I could be sued. I could be held liable, which
there
I
it
hear
is.
in the paper industry is very serious.
Never have I seen someone with such contempt for a newspaper constantly promote it.
I know. I have my reasons. Now, here's another. With all the stores closing and movie
Right.
theaters and everything really not doing well, one store is expanding. The Burlington Coat Factory is open. Would you?
I know it's because I read that news thing.
Right? They're opening up. Wait a minute. This is the retailer plans to open up stores in Bayshore and Islandia.
Well, cheap clothes.
Now, and it says here, this is a little news. I just saw this. It's going to relocate the Massapequa store.
Next door to Toys R Us.
Oh, is that what they're doing?
What used to be Toys R Us. Well, it's a big store.
That is, let me tell you something. I walked in there once. There is nothing more gross than walking into a Burlington Coat Factory. And good for them. I don't know how they're doing it. I guess the overhead's cheap. They just find clothes in the street, put it on a
You don't
hanger.
think- Steve, you don't think they do that at your other places that you frequent? Like
Ha-
your run-of-the-mill TJ Maxx
Ha-
or
if-
Marshalls? Or
Let me tell you something. You could disparage
your
news.
garden variety Macy's Backstage?
You could disparage Newsday. You could get me on that. Don't ever talk bad about TJ Maxx.
You know, and most important thing is you can still return things there.
I have made an art.
It is the Steve Squared prop shop is what I like to call Marshalls.
I really have turned department stores into my own rental facility.
It's your prop shop.
I rent it for a week and return it. But you know, I always leave the tags on.
You know, I had a roommate in California
Mm-hmm.
who would buy clothes at the Gap and use them and go out, wear them at parties, and then return them the next day.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that.
No, that's terrible.
That's terrible. Terrible. Now, before we go any further, we have to give a shout out. Look at this hair. Did you see my hair? Oh my God.
It's
We-
very fluffy. I gotta tell you, it looks Doesn't look bad.
Now, I wish you were here, Stephen, because right next to me is the infamous, I should say, Astro.
He's there with you?
He's right here, right next to me.
And he hasn't killed you yet?
He is doing a wonderful job as my in-house co-host.
He's staring at you, isn't he?
He's just staring me down. It is our other partner, Tony's birthday today.
I know. Well, happy birthday, Tony.
Tony also turns 20 today.
Him and you too.
Him and YouTube. Now, I love that band. Isn't that's with Bono in it, right?
Yes, of course.
They. You know what? They were. What is this, Steve? Maybe you can help me. I'm not a Long Island gamer. It seems. You know what that means, being a gamer?
You play games.
Right. I guess.
Computer games, video games.
Right. A gamer.
On the console, you're.
Exactly. So it says here. I didn't know there was such a. Really popular thirst for this, but there's the Switch 2 coming out, which I guess I missed the Switch 1 along with the accountant one. It's a Nintendo gaming device console, and people arrived at the Shirley GameStop at midnight, Friday night at midnight, to sleep there and sit there in lawn chairs to be first to get this.
Wow.
Help me out here, and why would somebody do that in their right mind?
I have no idea.
It said by noon, when the store opened, was joined by 60 other eager gamers who all walked away securing a pre-order. So if they had a pre-order, why did they need to get there 10 days early? I don't understand.
I don't know.
All right. Anyway, wow, it's expensive, Steve.
Is it? Yes. Well, it's a toy.
It's $450.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? It said, it says on April 18th, Nintendo announced the new pre-order date of Thursday with the $450 price remaining the same. It says Nintendo moved production from China to parts of Southeast Asia, including Vietnam. It's all part of that whole tariff thing, which I don't understand. So that's way above my head. That's more for an accountant.
Yes.
But it says here, so what they're doing is if you want to get a Switch, you got to go into the deep, dark, lower parts of Vietnam or North Korea. That's where you got to get yourself a Switch. That's crazy. And the games for this nonsense range from $70 to $80 a game. Come on. What happened to Atari?
I don't know.
Did you have Atari as a kid?
I had something really cheap. I had Coleco. No, not Coleco. I had I had ColecoVision.
Was that where they had the Pong, where it went back and forth?
Yeah, Pong was one of the games in there.
I had Atari. I used to love Barnstorming. Oh, what a game!
I used to go over people's houses and play their Ataris.
Oh, okay. You were one of those kids.
Yeah. Well, I went to the rich kids south of Merrick Road.
Oh, that's where the Ataris are. Definitely south of Merrick Road. I was gonna say, I hope you didn't go over to your other friend that had the Atari.
First thing, he didn't have an Atari. So.
I would assume not. Well, that was the problem. Now, did you hear they came out with a list? I'd like to get your opinion on this for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame 2025 inductees.
Monkeys aren't in it, so I don't care.
Who?
The Monkeys didn't make it again, so I don't care.
Oh, now is this something that's on the board's radar? Like, are people lobbying for them?
No, I don't know who's lobbying anymore. It's ridiculous.
Well, it's like anything else. I'm sure yeah. And who's left really anyway, other than Mickey?
he's the only one left. They got to give them some credit.
Yeah, I agree. I know you're a big Monkees fan. Tony is. I dig the Monkees. Um, it says here, Bad Company.
Yeah, great, good band.
So you're good with Bad Company.
I am.
All right. Chubby Checker.
My God, the guy's about 120. It's about time he gets it.
So that's what I don't understand. Why now for Chubby Checker? Did he put out new music in his hundreds?
I think you know what. I think they caught him gambling. So, so the after before Jan won, there was Bart Giamatti who was running the Hall of Fame and said, "No Chubby Checker, no, you can't."
No Chubby Checker. Now, I guess when he was not making music, he had those fast food restaurants, which were delicious. Chubby Checkers.
I didn't. Is that true?
That's not true.
Of course.
They had the burgers and fries, delicious.
Yes, you know what they also had there? They had big Celsiuses, 32-ounce Celsiuses you could get there.
Oh boy, nothing like at Chubby Checkers. Now here's another one that you would love, and I tell you, let me. Do you know? Well, you probably know the list already. But John Belushi did a great impersonation of him. Joe Cocker.
Oh, Joe Cocker, definitely.
Cyndi Lauper, which I love. I'm a Cyndi Lauper fan.
Right? No.
This
Excellent.
one puzzles me. Outcast.
Oh, I think they deserve it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, why not? Some people disagree, but no, I think.
I guess I don't. I don't know what they've done to the music industry. What I know that.
Great music is what they did.
Okay.
Come
All
on.
right. Soundgarden.
Yeah, absolutely.
Soundgarden. Okay. And the White Stripes, which I've never heard of.
Oh, White Stripes are great. Jack White.
Wow, and listen to who missed out. Two Long Island people. Mariah Carey.
Ugh, no, 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 no.
No, what? You're not on board with her.
No, I'm not on board with her. She is so not rock and roll.
Well, don't forget they did Dolly Parton.
Yeah, I don't put her on the same
No, I agree.
level.
I agree.
She really is a trailblazer.
Yes, no, of course. And don't say, because my mom's a big Mariah Carey fan. She likes that Christmas song she does.
Yeah, well.
That she stole from Darlene Love.
If you call yourself the Queen of Christmas, I'm sorry, it's just very.
Yes. It even says here, in the Hall's earliest days, the induction of a pop-oriented singer like Lauper, known for her 1980s hits "Girls Wanna Have Fun," might have raised eyebrows, but in recent years, both Whitney Houston and Dolly Parton have been welcomed. Outkast had their big hit "Hey Ya." Hip
Come
hop.
on, you know that's. Come on, Steve. We're in the clubs. You know that.
I love
Come
"Hey
on.
Ya." I have it on my running list. That's on my playlist.
I play it on my show. It's a great song.
Oh, it's very uplifting. And
Yes.
not only Mariah Carey, but maybe let me see how you feel on this snub on the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Billy Idol.
Yeah,
What do you think about Billy Idol?
I like him.
Is he Rock and Roll Hall of Fame worthy?
I don't know. I guess he could be.
I think he made an
Maybe.
impact at a time. He was pretty big, right?
He was.
And he was wonderful in that movie with Adam Sandler.
Yes, he was.
What I forget the name of the movie with Drew Barrymore.
The Wedding Singer.
The Wedding Singer, yes, where he played himself. The English punk rocker who lived in Patchogue and Rockville Center.
He did. I did not know that.
Yeah, he says that's why they were saying two Long Island born. But I don't know. He has an accent, so I don't know. I'm not sure.
Oh, we have a final score at Nationals Park. New York Mets 19, Washington Nationals 5.
Okay. That's odd. That's an odd score and an
I
odd
know
time
you
of day to
don't-
be
no
playing.
interest in that whatsoever, but
And it's an odd time of day also to be playing.
well, when is it awkward for you, Steve? Come
Well,
on.
what? Oh, that's. Oh, it's 7 o'clock and it's over.
Yeah, they started like at. I don't know. I guess they started at 4. I don't know what time they started.
First of all, you're too late. We did sports earlier to open the show. And what do you think I opened up with?
And guess what, Steve? The
What?
Mets are the first team in the Major League Baseball to hit 20 wins.
Well, I don't know. Okay.
Does this disconcert you? I just want to ask you, does this disconcert
I have to say one thing. I am so locked into the Knicks right now
you?
that
As we should be.
the,
They
Yan-
won.
the Yankees winning, doubleheader yesterday, and it was an aside to me. I mean, it was great that they took both, and Judge is batting 500, and that's
Very good.
and that's great. But I have to say right now, and as long as they keep doing what they're doing, that's fine. But
You are really thirsty for a Knicks win.
I needed that game yesterday. I tell you, I was drained. I felt like I played.
Yeah,
It was. Did you see any of it or hear about
I
it?
did. It was wrenching.
Oh, right down to the. All the games have been good. Like there've been the playoff
That's
games
what
are.
makes basketball great.
Yeah, a lot of these playoff games are good, and I'm really hoping the Lakers get knocked out. I can't stand LeBron and that other guy, Luca.
But I feel sorry for the Dallas fans.
Oh yeah,
They should throw that bum GM out of town.
yeah. Well,
I love when GMs make dumb decisions and then they double down.
of course they have to. They have to. Of course they do.
Yeah, well, it doesn't make them look any better.
No, it doesn't. Now, let's see what else we have here. So that was so that was the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame,
Okay.
and that was good. But I was something else. Oh, see, these are movie. They was gonna talk a little bit about the movies that are coming out this summer. They gave us a whole beautiful list. But before that, let me see if I can do this. I don't know if I'm able to do this and you hear me. So stay with me here. Are you still there?
I am here.
Oh, perfect. So what we're gonna do? We're gonna play a little game here. Hold on one second. I want to test your knowledge on a couple of shows. We're gonna do. How well do you know Gilligan's Island?
You mean we haven't done a Gilligan's Island quiz before?
I don't think so. So let's see. So here we go. We're gonna start the quiz. Can you still hear me?
I can.
How many seasons was Gilligan's Island on the air? Was it 4, 3, 6, or 5?
That would be 3.
3. You are correct.
Wow.
Very good. Steve is very good. Oh,
And they would have made 4. But there's a story to that.
there's a story to that. I don't know. Was it something to do with Sheldon or Schwartz?
Well, he was the producer,
Right.
but more to do with the network. So they renewed the show for the 4th season, but they CBS canceled Gunsmoke,
Oh, Gunsmoke.
which was William Paley's wife's favorite show. And William Paley, who ran CBS and founded CBS,
Right.
well, William Paley found this out and said, bring back Gunsmoke, whatever you do. And that's why Gilligan's Island got canceled.
Wow. So Gunsmoke outlived. It was because of Gunsmoke. Now, all right.
Yeah, went on for another five or 6 years.
What was the name of the boat they were originally on? What was the name of the boat? Okay, you ready? The SS Sardine,
God.
The SS Bluefin, the SS Minnow, or the SS Sharkbait?
Do we have to go through these choices?
SS Minnow, we know that. Okay.
Of course.
Oh, okay, here's something good. This is tough. Where was Marianne from? Marianne, the wonderful Marianne, who was played by Dawn...
Wells.
Dawn who?
Wells.
Dawn Wells, of course. Is she still alive?
No, she died a couple of years ago.
Yeah, that's right. So was she from Iowa, Oklahoma, Kansas, or Nebraska?
I believe it was Iowa.
Oh, Kansas, you were wrong.
I knew it was one in the Midwest.
She was well, they were all Midwest. She was a farm girl from Kansas. How
Yes.
many Gilligan's Island movies were made? How many movies were made? 4, 3, 2, or 1?
I'll say 4.
4? 3.
3, okay.
3. I didn't know there were that many.
It still was a lot.
Oh, this one you'll never get. Where did the company's 3-hour tour take off from? So where did they take off from? Honolulu, Maui, Aruba, or Bermuda?
I believe that was Honolulu.
Honolulu is correct. And the last question, how many years were they stranded? I'm going to give you 4 choices. Was it 27 years? Was it 3 weeks? 9 days? Or 15 years?
Well, they did get rescued in one of the first TV movie, I believe.
Right.
So I'm going to take a guess. 15 years.
You are correct. You are correct, sir.
Really? I mean, honestly, you tell me, how could they be stranded when they could get radio crystal clear? I mean, they couldn't be that far away.
They think. Well, the professor was very good. Let's give it to Russell Johnson.
Obviously, he wasn't that good because he couldn't.
Yeah, but he fought off that giant spider from the cave. So, what was the skipper's nickname for Gilligan? Was it Gilly Boy, Little Gilly, Little Buddy, or Matey?
You know, just so you can say I'm wrong, I'll say Little Gilly.
Little Gilly, you are wrong. It is, of course, Little Buddy. That's what I call you.
Of course.
And the last one, we'll give one more. Ginger. What was Ginger's last name? Was it Rose, Stone, Grant, or Bordeaux?
It was Grant.
It was Grant. Ginger Grant. Of course, the beautiful Ginger Grant. The wonderful Ginger Grant. And I'll give you this. We'll go one more. Jim Backus, Thurston Howell III, played what cartoon voice did he voice? Cartoon character. Was it George Jetson, Yogi Bear, Mr. Magoo, or of course Fred Flintstone?
Of course, it's Mr. Magoo.
They used to call me that because I couldn't see. So I was called Mr. Magoo. It was very hard to grow up.
You never understand that.
Now, I'll give you one more. Let's do, this is not Gilligan now. We're going to switch a little bit. We're going to switch it over. We're going to do a little Brady Bunch now. What was Mike Brady's occupation on the Brady Bunch? Okay, here we go. Hold on. We're gonna get this going. Was he A, an architect, B, an astronaut, C, an accountant, or D, a proctologist?
Steve, I'm going to go off the board and say...
Go for it.
Pimp Daddy.
You are correct. Well, no, that was his hobby. I didn't say hobby. I said his job, his occupation.
Okay.
He was an architect, of course.
Yes.
In the show The Brady Bunch, who was referred to in the theme song as the youngest one in curls? Was it A, Cindy, B, Bobby, C, Alice, or D, Tiger the dog?
You stole my answer. I was going to say Alice.
Or was it D, Tiger the dog, the youngest one in curls?
Cindy, of course.
Who was just at Hofstra University? might I add, at the Chocolate Expo.
Did that happen already?
That happened already at the. Oh, I don't know if it did at the David Mack. I have to look it up. It might not have. It's going to be at the David Mack. They're going to have Barry Williams, who is all over the place. Greg Brady. He was just in a Q&A on Newsday. He's all over Instagram. Like, he's at these expos. He is, like, really trying to relive this thing. And he is going to be also there with Christopher Knight, Peter, Greg, and Mike Lukenland. Better known as...
You thought there were 3 of them.
Better known as Bobby. No, there's 4. All the boys and Cindy.
Let's see here.
So, I don't know if it happened already.
Why? All I want to know is, when is it?
When? Yeah, look it up.
Oh, it's May 4th.
Oh, okay, May 4th. Hey, Steve, Richard Kind, which is coming up soon, has not had a good turnout right now. It's not even half full, the Patchogue Theater. I'm a little nervous for him. And Sandra Bernhard also didn't do well.
Oh, man. Man, no, it's strange, right?
I guess people don't know Richard Kind as like a household
people
name.
Know Richard Kind, but
not as a household name. And, I mean, I think they would put 2 and 2 together when they saw him.
Well, if they'd say something like he's George Clooney's best friend, well, maybe people would come out.
Maybe. There you go. You would know this. This is, before they were stars, Long Islanders had humble beginnings. These are some Long Island stars that had humble beginnings. Can you tell me what? These are going to be hard. You're not going to get these. I'm going to finally stump Steve. That's going to be a new segment of the show, Stump Steve. The great Alec Baldwin.
Repeat that again, because you just went out. So
I'm sorry.
Hear
the great Alec Baldwin.
Uh-huh.
From Massapequa. Massapequa's own Alec Baldwin.
Right.
Now, this is before he was Alec Baldwin. This is when he was just a guy in Massapequa.
Right.
Made his TV debut in 1980 on a little soap opera on NBC. What was that little soap opera?
That would be The Doctors.
There you go. And who did he play?
Billy.
Billy Aldrich, the philanthropist.
No, he wasn't a philanthropist.
I'm just kidding. Very good. Okay. Now,
I just want you to know, because I'm on the Chocolate Expo website right now.
Uh-oh.
And they have the price guide, the prices for autographs and selfies.
What's a selfie with Mike Lukenland? How much does it cost me to take a picture with Bobby?
So, for either an autograph or a selfie, it's $40 each.
For an autograph or a picture, it's $40.
$40.
Now, what is?
If you want both, you get the deal. For the autograph and the selfie, you get it for $60 for both.
Boy, it's such a shame that this is what these great actors have to now relegate them to is panhandling for change at the David Mack Center on Long Island.
For these young Oliviers, that's there's got to be something out there.
They were such great.
Some vehicle.
I'm talking about
be doing right now.
Stars of the stage and screen. Mike Lukenland. If you saw his work in the earlier episodes as the desperate child who didn't win a trophy, it was gold. And now what is he doing? He's pimping chocolate and Hofstra University for $40. Come on.
Chris Knight.
They're better than that. They were the Brady
Chris
Bunch.
Knight, come on. He did his best Humphrey Bogart when he's trying to find a personality.
I know. Pork chops and applesauce.
Applesauce.
Billy Baldwin, Alec's baby brother.
Yes, I know him well. I went to school with him.
Well, then you should know this. What was his first role, his first starring role? And it was in a made-for-TV drama.
Yes, it was.
And he played who?
Robert Chambers.
Robert Chambers, yes. Robert Chambers, the handsome, well-educated murderer. You
What
might
is it
get.
with Massapequa and murderers? I mean,
Well, that's what they're changing their name to. They can't be called the Chiefs anymore, so they're going to be the Massapequa Murderers.
so what's everyone so upset about?
Well, actually, they're going to be called the Chiefs. I think that's okay now.
Oh, I know, because I just saw a picture of the president with a Massapequa Chiefs sweatshirt
Yeah.
in the Oval Office.
There you go. Billy Crystal.
Yes,
You know Billy?
I do.
Long Beach raised. What was his first TV role? Now, this might stump you. It might, but you're pretty good, so I think you'll get it.
Was it soap?
See, you would think it would be soap, but it was not.
What was it? What was it?
His acting debut was Mike Stivick's friend in All in the Family.
Oh yeah, I did hear about that. They had they were very close. They were good friends from then.
Very
on, I
close, very close, and their partnership was forever. They were Spinal Tap, and When Harry Met
Right.
Sally, and of course he played Mike's kind of best friend that came in, and then remember that scene? He jumped into his arms.
Think.
I don't know. You'd have to look it up. Let me give you a good one. And Ralph Macchio. Ralph Macchio. His name's all over the place. Now, don't forget, The Karate Kid is opening May 30th. Are you excited? We'll go see that.
No mercy.
Steve's not excited about The Karate Kid coming May 30th to a theater,
It's
not Seaford,
mercy.
near you. Ralph Macchio from Huntington, Long Island, made his film debut in this 1980 comedy.
Comedy.
Well, what else was he in?
Oh,
Now, let me give you a
Yeah.
hint. I'll give you a hint, and you'll get it right away. It was released in the wake. It was at the same time. It was kind of an aside to National Lampoon's Animal House.
oh.
Kind of like it was their own. Not really, but in a sense.
I don't know.
Mad Magazine presents Up the Academy.
Of the Academy. Oh yes, of course.
He
Yes.
played Chooch Bambalazzi. It said the film was
Yeah.
less than a hit, but has become a minor cult following. And I'll give you one more. You will never, ever in a million years get this one. Jerry Seinfeld,
Okay.
Massapequa raised, of course,
Of course.
enjoys lunch at Krish's,
Yes.
which has now turned into a dump. That's going to be the next to go after Seafood Cinema.
Wow.
Made his acting debut in 1980
Right.
on this sitcom.
Yes. He was, I believe, was he the chief of staff for the governor in Benson?
Yes. Well, let's see here. It says he was on Benson, the ABC sitcom starring Robert Guillaume. We love Robert Guillaume. Seinfeld played Frankie, a delivery boy.
I was close.
Yeah.
Chief of staff. Really? How much experience do you need to be the chief of staff?
Very close.
These people have no
It's a
clue
fine
what they
line
do.
between chief of staff and delivery boy.
Delivery boys are now the running the Department of Defense. So I mean, come on.
This is one of the jokes he wrote because he was an aspiring joke writer. That was his shtick. He was an aspiring joke writer on the show. And it said, "Did you hear Did you hear about the rabbi who bought himself a ranch?"
He got everything he wanted. He lived happily ever after.
No, he called it the bar mitzvah. I don't get that joke.
I don't either.
Oh, it said Seinfeld reportedly showed up to the set one day, found no script waiting for him, and realized he'd been fired after 3 episodes.
Now, Steve, could you recite some of his classic lines from Benson? What did Jerry Deacon?
Oh, I don't even remember that he was on Benson. And I like that show.
I mean, I can imagine, you know.
I think...
What is the deal with the government?
Don't understand. You're going around here, you're making policy, and nobody cares. Well, when I leave here, I'm going to line up for the Nintendo Switch 3, which is now coming out in 2 weeks from now. I want to get a good. I want to be
Steve,
first online.
you always are looking for something to do, some like activity or, some like athletic or some competitive event. Why didn't you work on becoming a gamer?
I don't know. I don't think
focus on one of these games.
Doesn't seem very athletic to me. It seems very waste of time to me. I'm showing a picture right now on your screen. You'll see it momentarily of Barry Williams. He had a fast chat with Newsday.
Oh.
And it says in his book, which he wrote a book, Growing Up Greg. I was a teenage Greg. Growing up Brady. I like Maureen McCormick's book. Here's the story. Her book was good. I read her book. It says, you discuss a date you had with your TV mom, Florence Henderson. And he said, yes, we went on a date together.
I think they kind of...
It was, yes. It was, yes, it wasn't. He was a kid. He was like 15, 16. It said, you had a romance with actress Maureen McCormick, Marsha, who played your stepsister, Marsha Brady. Which would have been fine. They were stepsisters, right? They could have did that.
Sure, they're not real brother or sisters. Steve,
exactly,
so
and it was done beautifully in the Brady Bunch movie with Ben Stiller's wife.
I mean, what if you were stepbrothers and stepsisters with no blood whatsoever involved?
It was fine. Look, I'm a big fan. I always.
Loving you was wrong.
I don't want to be right.
Want to be right.
Now, Ben Stiller's wife, the one that played that role, Christine Richards. What's her name?
Yes. Ex-wife.
Oh, well, they were at the Knick game together.
Oh, that's good.
So, are they? I know they split, but I think they went back together because they were at last week at the Garden. They were sitting together.
Well, look, I mean, they could be friends. They are still parents of the same children, so I'm sure they're having a.
I want to finish on this note as we're at 7:30. I just want to give this. This is an asking Eric, the guy that took my job. It says, I need you to back me, to smack me upside the head. I'm married with 2 young kids. Here we go.
This guy.
I'm married with 2 young kids. Dear Eric, I'm married with 2 young kids. For some reason, I've developed a huge crush on a guy who works at my local supermarket. Now, let's be honest. That's where I found my favorite. You could find Orange Crush at the supermarket.
Yeah, I know how much you love that.
I love Orange Crush. Now, so she found her crush at the local supermarket, and I would say stay away. If you're looking for somebody to date at a supermarket, definitely don't do frozen foods. You want somebody in the meats or poultry. That's where the hookups are. It says, this is eating me alive. So obviously she has a parasite. It says, I hate that I feel this way. I think about him all the time. He pops up in my dreams, and I find myself looking for him when I go to the market. Well, there you go. I know that logically this is so irrational and irresponsible, but I can't seem to shake these emotions. I want it to end. Do I stop shopping at this place or have him murdered? Until I can. This has got Dateline written all over it. My mom's going to be watching this in a couple of weeks.
Oh, yeah.
I loved him. It started out innocently with Edamons. He would get me my Edamons cakes, and then it got worse from there. Edamons turned into bags of chips, Frito-Lay, Pringles. I just was hooked, and I got him killed. So, Steve, how does she make these feelings go away? What would you tell her to do?
I don't know. I'd have to refer to the expert, which is what's his face?
Me.
Okay, well, ask Steve then.
Ask Steve, of course. Ask Stevie K. I'll tell you the truth. I'll tell you what to do. You leave your family because, look, how long have you been married? 10, 20 years? You have 2 kids? It's bored already. This is exciting. I mean, this guy is, what aisle is he working in? 10, 9, aisle 9, paper towels. There's a future there. Go for it. Leave your family. Trust me, you're doing the right thing.
Wow.
What do you think? No?
I guess.
I'm the Love Doctor. Remember when I did the Love Doctor?
Oh yes, I remember that bit.
I was the Love Doctor. I even had a song which we can't play anymore because of radio blackout.
Wow.
Hey, Black Forest ham is $6.99 at Ivorone.
What is $9.99 at iPhone?
$6.99 Black Forest ham.
Your favorite food of all.
Black Forest ham, which not only are they $6.99, but they too have been inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I used to love them.
Black Forest, yeah.
They were right after Meatloaf. They opened for Meatloaf. That's my last joke of the day. I'm going to end it with meat.
Neat.
Meat. Well, Steven, it's a pleasure. Thank you for jumping on. I hope everything is okay in your neck of the woods, and I'm glad to hear you're working out.
Yes.
And I will talk to you soon. Yes, we're gonna go. I'm gonna drag you to see Karate Kid. We're gonna see Karate Kid.
This will be exciting.
Oh, it will. And we're not gonna see it at Seaford Cinema.
No, not Seaford.
Not Seaford. Maybe the other one, the Babylon. We'll see. Thank you, my friend.
Oh, thank you, Steve.
All right, I will talk to you soon.
Okay.
Later, buddy.
Bye.
And that wraps up another episode of the Steve Squared Show. I want to thank you for tuning in, listening, and sending all your fun comments to the Stephen R. Kaminsky Instagram. And next week, Monday, 6:30, we'll be at it again. We'll get some fun new stories for you. We won't do any more Brady Bunch, Gilligan's Island. We beat that to death. Other than that, I want you to have a good week. Rest up, have a wonderful week. For the Emster, for Astro, for the gyms,